of mind I couldn't find that judge my flaws, you're dead inside, dead. Can't believe you got in my head. Won't forget what you said to me.
So Valentine's Day is just around the corner. We really like to celebrate Valentine's Day. And what's the best way to celebrate it? We know a lot of people feel like Valentine's Day is the only time when you can really show your love and you got to go all out and do something spectacular. But, you know, a lot of us find that togetherness, making memories, and having a good time might be more fun and longer lasting than some expensive gift. However, let you decide that, because only you know what you guys like in your relationship. But we want to wish you a very happy Valentine's Day. I love these special family Valentine's Day memories that we shared. We are going to share some special memories, and hopefully it'll make you smile and it'll make your Valentine's Day even more special. So let's raise a glass of champagne and celebrate to love. And we hope that your life is filled with love. So now we're going to move on. We're going to take a minute and we're going to talk about Valentine's Day, because that's just around the corner.
I know, I can't believe it.
And so,
what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
well, David reminded me last night. He goes, well, last year we were at the zoo in the igloo, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was so much fun.
Doesn't it seem like 100 years ago?
It does. I can't believe that was only a year ago. Wow.
So I
Yeah.
thought, well, you know, that was a fun, creative thing to do. So we
The
have.
only thing I worry about is if
So
we were to
we're
switch
sharing
and
the
save
love
50
tonight
bucks a
in the
month,
igloo.
50 bucks a month,
We
is,
are having
are we going to be
a
able
happy
to
Valentine's Day
pull what we
celebration
need to for
Yeah.
4 TVs
at the
once?
Henry Dorley
Yeah.
Zoo.
That's
Aren't the lights
only thing I
beautiful?
worry about. But
Now
I
we're
won't
going to
know
go take
unless
a
I do it.
tour
Unless you
of
do it.
where
You're right.
David and I were
Yeah.
married 7
And
years
that's the
ago
hard
at
thing.
the
And
And
Scott
she won't,
Aquarium.
she won't do it.
Now strike that pose and share the love.
7.
Even the mice are having a happy Valentine's Day at the zoo here. These two are trying to connect. It's a mice haven here at the Henry Dorley Zoo. Oh, here's the lone wolf on a little heart right up here. He's alone. These are miniature mice. They're teeny weenies.
Miniature mice. They're mice.
They're not like the mice you get at my house that are huge. Next, we were off to the aquarium where David and I were married. The colors and the lights are so pretty. They're very festive. We stepped inside and looked at the aquarium and the updates to it since we were married right in front of this very aquarium. Valentine memories shared are enjoyed. I bought tickets. We went to the Omaha Henry Dorley Zoo. And of course, in February in Nebraska, it's cold. I don't know, it's probably 25, 30 degrees out that night. And we rented an igloo, and they were like see-through igloos, and they had a fireplace, and we had couches in there and candles, and I forget how many igloos they had, maybe 12, something like that.
Yeah. It was like a little igloo village.
Yeah, an igloo village. It was really cool. And then
Yeah, I loved it.
what did we have in our igloo? 2, 4, 6. We had 6 people in our igloo.
Mhm.
And we were having charcuterie and all kinds of food, and then we could walk around and get tours of the aquarium. And
Yeah, we got to do the behind the scenes aquarium tour. That was really
yeah,
cool.
and looking around at other exhibits, etc., which was interesting. And David and I actually got married in the aquarium, which is why I thought it would be good to have Valentine's Day there, because it was like, what was it? Our 7th anniversary. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a fun evening, and it was something nice to do. You know, this year David took me on a little romantic weekend because he knew that there was this place up in Minneapolis that I had been looking at. And it looks just like being in the south of France. It has this limestone hotel, which is now a hotel, but it wasn't a hotel. It started out as a window door manufacturing company back in
Oh,
1890, I think it was built. But it was built just like it was in France. So limestone walls like a castle, limestone floor just like a castle, and then these big wooden timbers in between all of that. And it's called the Nicollet Inn. No, the Nicollet Inn on Nicollet Island. So it's on an island in the middle of this river. And this place is so cool. It is just like I walked in there and I'm like, oh my God, we've driven by it like 25 times. And I'm like, I can't believe you actually got us a room here. And we stayed there for 2 or 3 nights. And it was just wonderful.
oh, that sounds great.
So David and I have been up here taking a few days off in Minneapolis. And this is a very French country style inn. It's the Nicollet Island Inn. It's a hotel, restaurant, and bar. And it is on the National Register of Historic Places. They're going to have a big Valentine's Day celebration here with a little tea and different kinds of events. A treat for sweethearts on February 14th, for example, 4-course tasting menu. But they have this great little outdoor pavilion, and they just make everything so quaint, so European, and so lovely. I love the ground. I love everything about this place. It does sit on an island. It's in a historic district of Minneapolis. It's by a lot of architectural salvage places if you're looking for antiques. And right across the street over there, movie theaters, restaurants, shops. So when you come to this place, you don't have to have a car. You can walk around. You can enjoy yourself. I hope you'll check it out. David and I highly recommend it. And we really enjoyed the breakfast that they give you, included with the room. And the muffins are delicious. So is the coffee. So this is Nicollet Island Inn. And this is the beautiful little dining room that sits right on the island's coastline in Minneapolis here. And you can see the cool skyline. That bridge was built there in 1890. That bridge right there was built in 1880. And then a lot of runners come across here, but you can see it's so cold out. The river is actually frozen over and there's snow on it. And I'm so glad it's been warm because I can't stand the 20, 30 below zero, but they have such a cute decor going on in here. It's very comfortable. They have chandeliers. They make it feel very elegant. But this place is very French. They have a lot of French antiques and a lot of beautiful accoutrements. And when have you seen a picture with a snapping, crackling fireplace? But look at this beautiful French sideboard. So calm and collected and peaceful. We have beautiful stained glass. But we've stayed here a couple of nights. I love this place. I highly recommend it. They have a bar. They have live music. And this used to be, this was built in the 1800s. And it used to be a shop that made doors, windows, and screens, I think, is what they told us. The floors are all limestone, just like you'd find in France. The walls are a combination of brick and stone. The exterior walls, and here's the beautiful chandelier and the tin ceiling, but the exterior walls you can see are stone and very handcrafted. So if you're looking for a great place, check this out. Got a glass elevator here. And I think you'll love the Greenbelt area. You can walk along the riverfront. There's a hiking trail. There's a little dog park. It's a great place. So David is my chauffeur today. He loves to drive. And of course, he was born and raised up here, so he knows where to go and he doesn't have to have all this irritating navigation like I do. But here we are, we're off.
Right.
Walk right across the street to a theater, right across the street to a great restaurant, and they also had a big restaurant and bar in the hotel. But it was fun. It was really fun. So that's what I've
Nice.
done so far. What else? Have you done anything yet?
Not yet. I have an open house that day on Valentine's Day, so so I'll be working, but doing a little Valentine's Day theme for the open house with some heart-shaped cookies and things like that.
Cute. I love that.
Maybe I'll dress up as Cupid. I don't know. We'll see.
That would be so fun. I would love to see. You'll have to take pictures. Whatever you do, take pictures. Also,
I will.
the mimosas, that would be cool too for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I may have to do that.
So I guess the thing is about Valentine's Day, to me, Valentine's Day is more about making cool memories than it is about spending a
Mm.
lot of money. Um,
Yeah,
I know some people are like, oh, I just want a big bouquet of roses and I just want a big box of candy. Or, they have a preconceived idea of like, what is the best way to celebrate a Valentine's Day? Well, first of
right.
all, the number one thing is you have a Valentine, right?
Yeah. Well, to me, it's all about spending time with that person.
Exactly.
'Cause it's really a day where you're focusing on your relationship with each other and just, getting to spend time with them and doing something fun and memorable and yeah, I think that's the best way to spend it rather than with just like gifts because I don't know. Unless you're picking it out yourself, most of the time you're going to be disappointed anyway. So, for me,
Yes, I'm
uh,
totally with that. My grandma, I just loved her. She, no matter what it was, no matter what holiday, she tried to make each one of her grandchildren feel special. So on Valentine's Day, she would do like you're saying, well, let's make some cookies, and we would do stuff like that together. And she knew what we liked to drink. So like normally we had Welch's grape juice, and I was so tired of that. So she said, "What do you guys want to drink?" And we all said chocolate milk. And so we got chocolate milk, we got cookies, and then she gave each one of us one of those cheap little Valentines, from the box like you have at school.
yeah,
And we always thought
yeah,
that
I love.
was the coolest thing.
Yeah, my mom used to for Valentine's Day she would make a dinner. Or one year we each had chicken Kiev and what was the other thing? Chicken cordon bleu. We got to pick which one we wanted, and we had candlelight and candlelight dinner. It kind of which I love because and it also kind of taught us that like it's about more about like the experience. It's not about like you know buying a crazy gift or something. Or although she would give us presents for Valentine's Day too.
We would give presents, but they were kind of like fun keepsake things that would like bring back really cool memories. So it wasn't
Oh
like anybody was trying to outdo the other guy, spend a lot of money, it wasn't anything like that. And I think that's what made it more special than anything.
yeah, yeah. I think that's nice. I also miss. Do you remember in school like Did you guys make a like a Valentine's Day mailbox and then you would yeah, we would do it out of a cereal box. You'd have to bring it in and then cover it or whatever, and then everybody in class would give you Valentine's.
Well, and and I hate to say this, truthfully, honestly, I hate to say this, but that went on all through, I think, up to 6th grade. And then the minute you went to junior high, 7th grade, boom, no more of that. But I do remember my last Valentine's Day where we took the box. I used a shoe box because my dad had a shoe store. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, I covered it with brown paper, which my mom made at her job at Bemis Bag. So there was my shoebox sitting there with the slit in the middle, and everybody was like going around putting in Valentine's. But then there was this one person in the room that everybody sort of thought was, ooh, and that person never really got anything. And
Oh,
I think I gave that person something. Yes, I did. I wasn't like ridiculous, but I gave the person a Valentine. And I think, usually we had like 30 people in the class. This person got 5 Valentines. And I felt bad at one point. So at lunch or break or whatever, recess, I went over and said to this person, Happy Valentine's Day, and she actually started to cry. And I thought to myself, oh my God. Then I thought I did something wrong because I wasn't like, fully brained out at that point. I was like, oh my God.
yeah.
But anyway, I saw her about 5 years ago, which would have made me about 62. And she came up to me in a restaurant. I honestly didn't recognize her. And she told me how much the Valentine meant to her.
Oh, that's sweet.
Valentine's Day is very important. And if there's anybody important in your life, even if you don't really talk too much now, just let them know that you're glad that they were in your life or in your life, that you know them, you know?
Yeah, I think it's all about appreciating people that you love.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a romantic Valentine. It can just be a friend or anyone that you really care about.
Correct. And I think that's the whole point of Valentine's Day. We
Mhm.
ought to rename February and call it the love month. We should just love each other, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just rename the whole thing. Well, thank
Right.
you. Thank you. Thank you. It's so good to see you. And you've sold your first
Yeah,
house, and I'm so
I
proud
did.
of you.
Yeah, we closed in a couple days, so I'm super excited about that.
Excellent. Well,
On
congratulations.
to the next.
And maybe your next sale is going to be right on Valentine's Day.
I hope so. We'll see.
Surprise.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
All right. Well, you have a great day in beautiful Palm
You
Springs,
too.
California.
I will. I love your Selena shirt too, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I love Selena. She's like an
Yeah, me too.
inspiration. She really is an
Yeah,
inspiration.
she's incredible.
Yes. All right. Well, you have a good day. Ciao.
You too. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye-bye. Here's an example of igloo love.
So cool. I love the creativity. This is a real igloo that these kids have built, and they took the time to food color and make these blocks of ice. That is a family project extraordinaire. Well done.
Thank you for watching the Rebel Podcast, and happy Valentine's Day.